Yeah, it was a good game last year. Looking back to things, I think we sort of did the right things, gave ourselves a chance at the end, put on the runs on the board, and we managed to bowl them out. So hopefully this year, really excited about this game coming ahead, being 1-0 up in the series. So it's been a good round in the past.
It's a day-night game tomorrow, so whether you bowl first or second, there should be a little bit more juice in the pitch for the second half. Do you find that plays into your hands a bit more as a team?
No, I think we're just going to have to assess things like you said. It does get on, later at night, as we saw last year. But we'll see what we have to do. If we lose a toss, it's not really up to us. But I think the guys are more sort of focused on the preparations before leading up to tomorrow's game. And if we're going to bat first or bowl first, whatever comes our way, I think we really just got to try and be mentally up for whatever challenge. So. The guys have done the hard yards, and let's just hope whatever we have to do, we do it well.
In terms of Sri Lanka, obviously they were quite disappointed with the way the first game went. You must be expecting some sort of response in Colombo.
Yeah, definitely. We've spoken about that in team meeting. Obviously they're going to come back with only a 3-match series. They're definitely going to come back stronger. That's the way cricket goes. We know that you can have a bad day, but the next day is actually how you come back is what you build your character. So we know that they're going to come hard at us, and we're ready for that. And it's definitely just starting fresh for us as a team, just doing the basics, the simple things along the way, building the blocks, and we'll see what the result comes at the end of the game.
South Africa has never won an ODI series in Sri Lanka, but in contrast to all other series, this time you guys have won the first match of the 3-match series. So how are you going to assess this situation?
Yeah, we're we're very chuffed after the first win. Definitely playing in a 3-match series to go 1-0 up in the first game is always really a great feeling to be ahead. But now, like I said earlier, we've really just got to get back to basics, and it's a new game. If we win the game, we win the series. But we just want to try and concentrate on this game in particular. Just take it slowly and one ball at a time.
ODI cricket nowadays more like day-night affairs, but here in 3-match series you have to play 2 day games. So what's your views on that?
Sorry, can you just...
1-day games are basically day-night games, but here in this series you are playing 2 day games. So how do you feel on that, playing 2 day games?
Yeah, I think it doesn't really faze us. Whatever the situation is, we would like to be ready for playing day or day night. So obviously the conditions will change a bit at night, or if you're playing at day. So we're just going to have to assess the situations as we go along, and really just be up for the challenges that they come here.
Do you feel sort of different kind of playing conditions when you play day games, like obviously under very much heat and all that?
Yeah, Sri Lanka, is very, very hot and very humid. Obviously in Colombo was, the heat, the humidity is very, very high. So for us to really conserve energy where we can, there's a huge part in the series, and we're aware of that, and we've played it before. So a lot of the guys are mentally sort of up for it, and it's the same for both teams as well. So we just got to try and manage as much as we can.
So what sort of steps do you take to conserve the energy, during a day game especially?
Well, leading up to the games, I think hydrating is huge. So just getting the liquids and fluids that you need before the games. And then obviously throughout the game, the 12 men, they're going to have to, they play a huge role in every game, but particularly here in Sri Lanka. So the guys that are resting, they play a big part. And I think it's just got to try and manage your own. Everyone knows their own body, where they can push it, where they can't push it. So it's just about knowing that.
Any similarities to Durban?
a little bit, but same humidity, but it's very similar, but obviously a little bit worse here.
Then you hit Malinga for a couple of sixes the last time you were here and did it again in Colombo. Those sort of battles, considering your role in the team as a finisher and he obviously bowls at the death for them, do you take any sort of psychological edge when you know that you can be successful against a guy like that when you face him again?
Yeah, I think for me personally, taking performances in the past into the present is always it gives me a sense of belief that I've done it before. So I'm just going to try and at the end of the day, you just got to watch the ball as closely as you can. He's one of the best death bowlers in the world. He's proven that years after years. So it's sometimes challenging, but we've got our plans, and I think it's just really sticking to what you know and just going with that and believing that you can do it. So definitely take positive energy from previous games.
And the other guys, because a lot of the guys in their team have got what you call unusual actions, like Mendes and Malinga. Do you find that the more that you play against them, whether it be internationally or IPL, they get more familiar and you sort of face it with less trepidation because you know what's coming? Definitely.
I think you get used to a certain action, and then seeing something different is always you've got to adjust. But I think it's just sort of getting used to that. The more you face someone that has an unusual action, the more you're going to feel comfortable. So just giving yourself the chance to face as many balls as you can.